taking a look at Inferno. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the discovery.
All right, so here we go with Inferno. My friend Tom was getting rid of some games, and he still had this one wrapped up, and he sold it to me for a very good price. So I figured, hey, I'd buy a game, play it, and also get to unbox it. So there we go. That's the back. Let's start and see what's inside here. So first of all, I'd like to show you this image here, which is very, very nice. This is based loosely on the Dante poem where he goes to, like Dante's Inferno, where he has to go through I think 7 layers of hell to rescue Beatrice. This is Beatrice here. And here is the rulebook. There's a lot going on in this game. I'm familiar with it, sort of, so hopefully this unboxing isn't just a whole bunch of guessing. So there we go, just a whole, it's a big thick one at 24 pages, right? So I'll open this up for the component list. And right here we have some player aids, 4 of them, 1 for each player. This plays to a maximum of 4. You can also play this solo. And the player aid is a little pamphlet as well, which is great. Lots of the fraud cards, locations. These are the worker placement spots, what you can do with them and all that stuff. So there you go. This, I know for a fact I will not be able to get this whole game board in the shot because it is enormous. So I'll just maybe show you this a little bit. Let's just cut to me just showing off the whole board. Okay, so here's the board. This is where the worker placement spots would go. You'd put them out randomly there. This is the Dante staircase right here. It goes all the way down to the last layer of hell, which is there. This is where you'll be putting those sinners. They're just going to be coming down here, matching their color, then laying down. And we got a score track on the outside, which is always appreciated there. I know my friend Tim will love that. This is where you're going to be getting the majority of your points. Remember those diplomas? I don't know if I've talked to them about them in the video yet, but they will be going here, and you'll be locking down a lot of points there. So there you go. Let's go back to the video. There we go. So that's what that looks like. Very nice, very colorful for a game about, going to hell and ferrying lost souls there. Here we have, these are the worker placement spots that get put on the board. Here we have some of the drachma and florins, the 2 different types of currency you have in the game. Here we have these, the tower levels that you would put on your game board there. Here we have the silver bonuses over here. Here we have some spare souls tiles. Here we have some half diplomas here. So you break those in half. When you get 2, guess what? You have a full diploma. That's the back of that looks like there. So here again, the last 4 worker placement spots there. Some more diplomas. Here we have, they're not silver this time. They are golden. Golden bonuses here. Here we have, so when you get to 60 points on the board, you would get this to indicate that you went to 60. See, 60, it's not 09. So 60, and then you just keep going from there. And here's the back as well. Now there are so many of these little wooden meeples to show off. Some are player colors, some are not. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just open them up like this here, and I'll show you what they are. So in this one here, we have these little skulls. I'll take 1 for each player color. And these are just skulls. They're just like plain cool skulls. They're pretty thick too, which is nice. So those are some skulls, in case you wanted to know what skulls were. And then here we have, I just dropped a piece there. So we have some of the boats here. And we also have infirmary tokens, which is the little flames there. So those are very nice as well. Next for players, we have these discs, which are just 20 discs. So I'm assuming there's 5 per player because I can do math. So there you go. These just look like, these are stuck together, these 2. One sec. I'll get those off camera. But yeah, we've got 20 discs there. Next for player stuff, we have these player things. These are some player things in here. I'm just looking because of the color. So here we have a whole bunch of stuff. They have them in different colors, but here we have your nobles here, and these are the guests. I think they're sitting on a chair there, and then the noble's got a little feather in his cap. So there you go for those. Next in player colors, we have these. So I know that these they look like bones, but these are diplomas. So you get this is how you would score a lot of the points in the game, is you get to put off a sector with, boom, diplomas. There you are. And then next I'll go with this easy one here. These are barrels. They look like the barrels that came with the Dead Reckoning, but different colors. So yeah, we got barrels. I'm not sure what barrels have to do with hell, but I'm sure I'll find out. And these would be the just the souls and the different Meeple colored souls that are in the game. So they look like this. And they represent each sin. So green is gluttony. I'm assuming pink looks like lust because of the little heart there. So that's kind of cool. Next we have just these ones. I'm not sure if you can guess. This might be greed because of the little bag, perhaps. This looks like if you're sleepy and you dream of a cloud, that's no good. And this one, I'm not sure what that is either, but I'm sure we can make our guesses. Next, we have these ones. So there's a, let's see if I can, okay. So there's the snake one here. There's this apple one there. And this, a swordy one, like that. And then we have a goat head one. So those are them. Next, these little cubes are phlegathon cubes. Apparently the phlegathon is a fiery lake in Hades, according to Greek mythology, but these are the cubes for them. See, they have a cube for each color of these. Right, I'm not going to put them all there, but trust me, they're all there. And then we have, this is the Dante Meeple, as he climbs down into hell, and this is him there. Next we have just these Standee bases, which are quite, I mean, you've seen a Standee base. If not, hey, here's what they look like. So you put the Standee in there. Okay. I'll show the Standees off in a little bit. Here we have just a pile of organization. Look at all that. I always like some good organization there. Next we'll have some cards here. I will, oh no, look, they're easy to open, just like that. So there you go. I don't even have to go off screen to take those out of the wrapper. But what I will do is I will sort them off screen and I will be right back. All right, so those are all sorted, so we'll go through them. So we have, these are the family cards. And these are the families that you can play with. Strozzi, Falconieri, Ughi, Uberti, Pazzi, Portinari, and Donati. I'm assuming these are all asymmetrical. You get different things for playing different families. Next we have the apprentice cards, which look like this on the back. So the same thing, but gray with this little symbol there. The apprentices, we got the Frescobaldi. We have the Bardi. This, I don't know if this is a C or a G. I'm going to say Cerci. Oh no, Gurci maybe, because that's the C. Okay, Gurci. And the Alighieri right there. Next, we'll go into the 24, count them, 24 fraud cards. These cards are very sticky, and so I might skip some of them, but they all kind of look, I guess this is the back, like that, fraud cards cut in the bag, right? And then the back just kind of looks, or sorry, this is the front, it's just some various iconography, and then things happen. So quickly go through those. There's not much imagery to show off here, so if you do have any questions, please feel free to put it in the comments. I'll answer them as best as I can about those cards there. Next we have 10 plague cards. The plague cards look like this on the back, and they just look like this. Just various meeples of, all of the sins, I should say. All the sins there. Pretty easy so far. there we go. All the cards have been shown except these oversized cards here, and these are the Guardian cards. So let's take a look at them. There should be 3 red Guardian cards, 1, 2, 3, and 3 black Guardian cards. And these are the cards for the Standees that we'll be using. The Standees are there. I'll show them off in a little bit. So this is Cerberus here, right? He looks terrifying. And then I'm not sure who this is, but he's a big snake man. This is the Minotaur, or Minotaur, however you say it. There's this person here who looks like they're having a bad day. Then you have, I think everyone can recognize Medusa when they see her, right? And then there's whatever this terrifying thing is here. I'm sure they all have names, but yeah, those are them there. Now next, when I was going to open this just to see if I had all the commons before my unboxing, this thing is so hard to get. Got some bit out. Got stop. All right, sorry about that. Everything is back to normal now. So here we go. These are the Standees here. So right, I'll show it off with the Medusa here. So you take this Medusa, and you would take one of these Standee tokens here. Put it like this, and then she occupies a space. Can I zoom in on that, you think? Okay, well. So you would just zoom in on this. Come on. Okay, I'll stop doing that. She just occupies a space on the board, and then she moves around, and things happen. So there you go. Here we have petrified souls here. Here we have bones. Here we have pits. Of course, like I said, the other Standees there. These are the, let's see here, the chains. These are the tolls. Oh, these are the chains. These are the tolls. And these are the labyrinth tokens. And see, there's one in each player color. That's what the back looks like there. And here we have, like I said, the drachma on this side and the florins on this side. And this is the currency you'll be using on the in the town. And this would be in the Infernos there. And these are shortcut tiles. There you go. Because I believe in lower than an 8-player game, sorry, 4-player game, you would take these out and place them on the board so that Dante kind of just skips them to make the game go by faster there. If you're just playing less than 4. Here we have, so these are the player boards. They seem to be identical. And this is where you'd be putting those towers that I mentioned would go right there. And then here are the last 2 right there. So there you go. Oh, and here we have Virgil. I believe this is the man that wrote the poem. But anyways, this is Virgil here. He helped Dante go through the Inferno. And there you go. So empty box, a very pretty empty box. End of video. I hope you liked it. If you leave a comment, I'll be sure to answer it as soon as I can. But in the meantime, like, subscribe, share, all the YouTube things. And until next time, have a good one.